Hey guys, it's IcyNewYear, and I'm here giving some my final thoughts on Evoland. And I mean, all in all, I really enjoyed the game. There were some fantastic parts. I mean, it was really a fun experience from pretty much beginning to end. It got a little draggy, about the time, I don't know, roughly, I don't know, it got draggy near like the middle to end. And that was a little bothersome. Huge props for the triple triad reference, which, I mean, as I said in my recording, it was my absolute favorite minigame in any role-playing game, and probably any game. It was a fantastic minigame. And they pulled that off, like, you know, in a more simplistic way. But it was really cool. I really enjoyed that part. But, I mean, my big issue with it was, without a doubt, the random battles. Over and over and over, way too frequent and not fun at all. There was just no choice. I touched on this, and I had to like stop myself from constantly talking about it. But I mean, it was just way too frequent, and it felt like it was put in because it had to be, you know, because that was part of the genre, so they put it in, and it just wasn't fun. And I think that was a big issue throughout the game. There were certain things that just weren't fun that they put in because they were part of the genre. They had to be there. And then they focused too heavily on them. I mean, like, the final boss battle was super enjoyable because they broke out of that, you know, side-scrolly fight thing. And I think really a lot of the side-scrolling fight, the reason that wasn't enjoyable was your lack of a mana bar. There were no resources to management, so it was attack, heal, attack, heal, attack, heal. Everything finishes. After beating the game, I went back and I started searching for stars and cards. I haven't found all of them yet, but there were some cool hidden spots that I didn't show. Like, I mean, there was a part where you had to land in this, like, meadow that was unmarked, and you go in, you go through the meadow, and then you find a secret cave, and that was pretty cool. There was a completely separate dungeon that you could do to get the Babamet card for the game. And as I said, the triple triad reference, that was awesome. I really enjoyed that. But I can't get over the crappy random battles. Too frequent, not fun. But I mean, other than that, the game was really enjoyable. I had a great time playing it. There's a lot of little secrets throughout. Some of them were kind of like random, like, you know, I slowly started finding there's straight up walls you can walk through that like were entirely unmarked to get stars and cards and such. I actually had to look up a guide to find some of the stars I was missing. But I mean, yeah, there's parts where it's just like, oh, you walk through this wall, unmarked wall, but you walk through it and there's a thing there. And then there were some really cool tricks, like in the forest where you jump back and forth through time. I didn't find this out during my playthrough, but I went back and I was playing, and I found that if you put a bomb next to the crystal, you can run, and the bomb would go off and jump you into the past or the future, allowing you to get past things you didn't think you could. It was really cool. So, I mean, all in all, it's a short game, it's fun, it's definitely worth a play. I think it was like a $10 game that was 10% off when it was bought for me, so it was like $9. I'd say it's worth the $9. Yeah, it was an enjoyable game. I would, if you're into the genre, I'd give it a shot. I mean, in my original playthrough, I think I got like an 87% completed. I was gonna go for 100%, but honestly, I don't feel all that motivated to. Yeah. All in all, good game. Had some issues, but yeah, I had a lot of fun with it. But yeah, remember to like, comment, sub, and have a great day. After doing all the editing on this video, I realized there's one more thing I really wanted to go over. And I've decided when I do videos like this, I don't want to do any kind of rating system. I don't know, I want you guys to form your own opinions, but what I do want to go out ahead and say is my list of pros and cons for this game. Because there definitely are a bunch of each. On the pro, the action mode was incredibly fun. I really enjoyed the overhead action mode. The tropes throughout the game were incredibly amusing. The minigame was, I think, shined in this game. It was incredibly enjoyable. I mean, and overall, it was a really cool experience. And graphically, the game was gorgeous. On the con side, this game has, like, absolutely no replayability. I mean, you might be a little more persuaded to go for 100% than I was, but beyond that, no replayability. It's a fairly short game. I mean, 2.5, 3 hours I played, and I got 87% completion. It drags a bit near the middle end, like the end of the middle. It gets a little draggy. And then, more than anything, the Final Fantasy style fights, random encounters. Wow. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about it. All in all, I think it's a great game. Had some issues, but all in all, I think the pros definitely outweighed the cons for me.